This is your one and only Firespark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and today we are taking a look at the brand new Minecraft dungeons. Let's get to it. So before we jump into this video, I just got to give a big shout out and thank you to Microsoft Game Studios / Minecraft for providing me with a key to this game so that I could show it off to you all. It's really awesome of them. So a lot of people today are probably going to do videos like the beginning. I figured because a lot of people are going to do that, we're going to jump into after I've been playing for about 6 hours, so I could show you what some more evolved gameplay, not evolved, some more progressed gameplay, that's the word I'm looking for, looks like. So I want to start off with taking a look at my inventory and showing you some different items, and something really cool that I found out is that while the game doesn't have skills because everything is based on enchantments and your gear, like your character is just your character, like they don't do anything special. The gear and the enchantments on said gear is where all of your abilities come from and your artifacts that you have down here. It's a really cool system, and I've started to notice that there's a lot of little synergies between different things. So for example, I have my scatter crossbow here. It shoots three bolts at 16 damage per bolt. But I have the infinity enchantment on it, and here you can read what the infinity enchantment does. Chance to immediately replenish an arrow after shooting, and it has a 48% chance, well, actually it has a 32 right now. If we click upgrade again, it'll have a 48% chance of having that. But at 32%, that's still a really high chance to trigger. And if you upgrade it to tier 3, it's almost a 50% chance to trigger. What's really cool is if we take a look at one of my artifacts here, the flaming quiver, it turns my arrows into burning arrows. So if I trigger that, you can see that my arrows are now burning arrows, and I have 7 of them ready to go. So when I fire my bow though, it still has that chance to proc the infinity, and now there we go. So it did the infinity, so it replenished the fire arrow, and I can shoot again, and it just did it again. So it did it again and again. So out of those 7, what do we get there? 10 out of the 7 that we originally got, we ended up with 10. So that's one of the cool synergies that I've noticed, and there's just a bunch of little things here and there that you can do with mixing and matching and finding little things like that. And some of the enchantments can run really good together, like if you take a look here, I have the leeching enchantment on this one, but if we take a look at this sword here, which is a unique sword, it has 2 sets of enchantments that I can choose from. So one of those enchantments is the chains. So it locks a group down for 3 seconds with a 30% chance to do that. And then once you have it maxed out, it's 3-second duration. And the other thing you can do is you could pick the stun, which will stun, that has a 15% chance to stun them. So not only are you locking them down, you're stunning them. Or we could do lightning and chains to hit them with some damage, and then also bind them as well. So a lot of these enchantments carry over between different things, like some of your armors have similar enchantments that you can synergize with the enchantments on your weapons and so on. And some of the unique stuff, well actually I think all of the unique stuff comes with special things. Like you can see this one here does extra damage. This one, mob drop more emeralds. That's actually an enchantment you can get. If we look here, the prospector does the same thing. So it just comes with that enchantment on it. And then over here, this one does more damage to undead. That's also an enchantment you can get. So it just comes on the unique weapon. Okay, so let's take a look at some actual like gameplay, some fighting. So this is the map. Now they've asked to not spoil any story things, so I'm not going to show any of the cutscenes. There's cutscenes for every one of these maps. There's a big cutscene at the beginning. It's really cool. The story is pretty interesting, but they've asked not to spoil any of that, so I'm not going to. We're just going to take a look at some straight up gameplay. One of the things I've noticed is that some of the places like this one here, you can see that I found a specific dungeon here. Now I have not found it for these other ones. Like I have not found it for the swamp yet. And I don't know if that's a situation where they all have this. I would assume since the first one that I went to did, that all of them do, and I just have yet to find them. Well, what's really cool is that you can go back to that and then you can pick your difficulty, and the rewards you get from higher difficulties become insane. So I did did this at a low level difficulty and there was like, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 chests and the whole thing. And then I did it at a high, I think it was either this one or this one. I don't remember which one. I died many times in it, but I finally completed it. And there were so many chests and so much loot. It was insane. When you first start playing the game, it kind of feels like there's not much loot. But then as you start to up the difficulty, it does become very much more difficult. And you start to see a lot more loot. So let's do the swamp. The swamp's kind of a cool one. We're going to jump the difficulty up a little bit. You can see here it shows your power level, and that tells you, like you can see here, the recommended power level is 16. We're only 12, and it shows you the difficulty of what you're doing, all of your stuff here. Recommended gear power 12 to 21. The difficulty is 1.5 times, and it's recommended that we are at least 16. We're gonna give this a shot, see how it goes. I found that you can go a little bit higher than your power level if you're just careful. So one of the things I immediately did once I started playing is they have these bound to 1, 2, and 3, and this bound to E, and it's a little awkward, so I just did the usual Q, W, E, and then R is your heal. It feels a lot more intuitive that way. It's kind of like the League of Legends setup there. I just like it a lot better, so it's something to try if you're playing this on PC. It's out for every platform. And if you have the Xbox Game Pass, I think that you just get it. Like, it's part of the Game Pass, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check that and put a thing up on the screen saying whether I'm wrong or right. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that they said that was part of the Xbox Game Pass as well. So it's got all of your usual dungeon crawler tropes. You can see here we can bring the map overlay up so we can see where we're going here. Fight lots of different enemies. Now I'm trying this new setup with the fire arrows to see how I like them. I was using... Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. I think I like those a lot better than I liked the other ones. I was using the exploding arrows, the firework arrow setup, but I think I like this one a lot better because we get a lot more arrows out of it, which is heal and are pretty rough to deal with, as you can see. But we got her taken care of here. Let's get this one. Still firing some fire arrows, which is nice. All right, there, she's done. So you can see that it's not too much harder. There's a boss battle in here that's going to be really rough. It was rough for me on normal. It's probably going to be a little bit rough with this one as well. And clear out a group of enemies here. Then we have this. We can knock him back. Oh, I just knocked that dude directly into the water. That was awesome. And then I have my boots of swiftness, so if I need to get out of a situation really quick. But there's a lot of undead here, so my weapon works out really well here, because it does the extra damage. And my commentary is going to be a little all over the place because I got to focus, and it's hard to focus and do this at the same time. Just shove everybody backwards and get out of that area for now. We can proc our quiver again. There we go. Yeah, take some fire damage. So we can also do this and just leave some fire for them to run through, and they'll take fire damage that way. But your dodge is on a cooldown. You can see it right here at spacebar. Okay, that wasn't too terrible. If we have leech on our weapon, so if we just take it nice and slow, we can actually keep our health up, provided we don't take too much damage at one time. We can also proc our heal. Your heal is like all of your other things. Ooh, a little stagger there. It's just on a cooldown, so you can only use it so often. We just picked up some TNT. This is interesting because it's kind of like the potions. The potions fall on the ground. You just click them, and it's an immediate effect. The TNT, you throw it, and it does that. So you throw it with your, what would normally be your arrows. So your right click. And you can see there's a potion on the ground there. I'm gonna kite these guys a little bit here. No creeper. Nobody wants you. Get out of here. So the cool thing about these two is this slows them down when I do it, and this speeds me up. So if I'm in a really bad situation, I can hit this to shove them all backwards, and then click my W to speed out of the way to get out of sticky situations. These guys taking a bit more of a beating than they did before. Another thing that I really like is they split things up a little bit. Like there's some situation or some areas where you'll just have a couple really hard enemies, and then there's other areas where they just flood you full of easy enemies. And I think I like that nice balance between the two. That just gives you a little bit of varied gameplay. It's not just constant waves of, you know, insane amounts of enemies. So the slimes are a little bit difficult because they work just like the slimes in Minecraft. They split up and they actually hurt. They will they slow you down a little bit, so you have to be careful. And I'll show you some of the other weapons here. We will pick up these arrows to start with, but I'll show you some of the... We'll switch to the sword. I'll show you what the sword looks like. There's a bunch of other weapons that I've seen that I have yet to actually find in-game, but I've seen in screenshots and stuff like that. Okay, so we'll come out here and we'll swap to a different weapon. I'll show you. We'll run these. I'm not going to spend any of the money or the enchant levels on these. So there's two things you have here. You have these, which you spend at the shops there at the main area where we were, where I was showing you everything when we started. And then you have your enchantment points. You get the enchantment points when you level, and you can get them back. So if I was to salvage this, I would get these 3 points back. But I don't want to spend them because I'm not sure I want to use this yet permanently. I might still just salvage it. And I might not. I don't know. I just don't want to spend them. So I'll show you these. These are essentially like your short-ranged quick attack. There you go. You can see. Actually worked pretty well. Keeping him stunned. Oh, that's a big... Oh, no. That's a big scary guy. Those guys hurt really bad. What are you doing over there, fella? What are you doing? Can we shove him? Oh, no. He's stuck in the corner. We didn't shove him. And we got a witch. That's fun. That's fun times. You can see if I highlight over him, it shows what he's quick. He has an electrified attack. I'm just gonna keep... There we go. Sometimes you just gotta spend a crap load of arrows. Yeah, these aren't bad. I like the range of the glaive, or the... What is it? Not the glaive. The, Gravebane. The polearm, the range is really nice to keep them away, but the stun effect that you get from attacking quick with those is not bad, but you have to get so close to them. It's kind of rough. Oh, no you don't. Yeah, run through that. I'm gonna give him a lot of fire to run through here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's get this witch. Okay, we got her. Let's go for this witch. Stop healing. I'm trying to murder you. Okay, there we go. So our goal here is to break all of these and we'll get some emeralds there. I'm gonna just keep that, those fire arrows procced. Ooh, hey, where did you come from? We picked up some food there. Food gives you regen, which is super nice. Some things drop it and you have some abilities that can generate food. Like on your armor, I had some armor that... Ooh, whoa, that was hurty. So here's where we can do this. I had some armor that whenever I used my health pot, it would drop food. I'll spit it out eventually. Sorry, I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to focus here and give you some decent commentary and tell you about the game at the same time. It's difficult for me. I have the struggles. Yeah, this doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but with some of the enchants that we could get on it, it may actually be really good. Oh, we're taking a bit of damage there, so that we're gonna hold off there. Let's shoot these guys, give them some burny goodness there. Yeah, burning. Oh yeah, get you some burning action. Yeah, they don't burn very long from the fire arrows. It does decent damage though. Alright, let's just go through and clear up all these little guys. Oh, that's a lot of illagers. Back up. I hit the wrong button. Okay, not bad. We got it. We got it. We're good. We got some food over there too. Too bad I accidentally hit my heel already. Got strength proc. Just gonna go ahead and eat this anyway. Keep some regen. Kill this creeper. Give these guys... Oh, we rolled into them. I wanted to roll away, but that's fine. We'll give them a little fire action to get into. Yeah, come on. A lot of slimes. Oh, we got a creeper. Back him up a little bit there. Ooh, yeah, see how much damage those slimes did? They hurt. Because they get around you, and then we just leveled, so we got another enchantment, and I clicked on a potion there, which is the shadow form. Makes us invisible to the monsters. Okay, so let's swap to another weapon. I will show you the sword here. You can see what the sword's like. And then the bow is like you would expect. You just draw it back. It has a draw time. It's not instant like this is. There's different crossbows. I found a repeater one too that's basically like a machine gun. Fires really fast. This one I'll show you real quick. So you draw it and hold it, and then you can fire. But I like my 3 arrows because whatever I have in my quiver gives me bonus effects. So if I drag this down here, I can show you this one as well. So if we hit Q and proc that one, you can see it made multiple explosions. But it only gives you 1, as to where this fire arrow gives you multiple, which has a better chance for... Oh, did that not swap properly? Can I not swap when it's on cooldown? Oh, interesting. Did not know that. But it gives you more arrows, more explosion. It has a higher chance for the enchant to proc. Let's go ahead. Let's just max this out so because we have the points, and I want it to be the full amount there. And now we can swap back to this, so we'll get more fire arrows. But the sword is pretty much like you would expect. Sword, short range. It's not bad though. It's what you start with. And the only difference is this is the attack is the same. This is just a diamond sword that looks different, and has high damage. But the overall attack combo that you use is going to be the same. So we haven't run into a whole lot of loot. You can see there a few seconds ago I picked up a glaive, or not glaive, I don't know why I keep calling them glaive, polearm there. Pick up all of that stuff. Let's take a look at the map, see where we're at. Oh, we have a thing over here. Let's get this guy out of here. Oh, crit hit him. Go over here. You can see there it's telling us we have a thing, and it gives you this little like tracker thing, tells you where to go, but sometimes it takes you in some weird pathways that I don't specifically like, so I just kind of do my own thing. Get rid of that creeper there. It will also, if you walk past a chest, it's good to keep checking the map because it will show you the hidden chests on the map. If you walk past them, you may not see them, but they will show up on the map. Okay, so our next part is to go this way. And yeah, I still have yet to find the dungeon on this one. Hopefully we can find the dungeon and I can show you guys what the dungeon's like on this one, because I haven't found it yet, and we should get some good loot out of it. Get that strength pot there so we can... Oh, is this it? This actually may be it. Oh, we got a guy here. Hold on. Get this little piggy. Piggy dropped some new armor for us, which is nice. Little treasure pig is always fine. We got an Enderman boss here. Ooh, he hurts. He's hurting. Oh, and we got a witch. That's great. That's great. Yeah, get in the fire. Get in the fire. Freaking Enderman. So you can tell he's a boss because of the boss bar at the top. Where did he go? There he is. Oh, we're just gonna have to go ham. Come here. Where'd you go? We got him. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna grab the TNT there. I'm actually gonna switch back to this because I prefer it. So here's look at some armor. So far I've seen this armor. There's the one that's wolf head. I think this is for like your casters because you can see makes your artifacts lower, gives you faster move speed. You can see the health is different on both of those. That one's 56, that one's 48 because this one is 14, this one is 13. The same abilities on both of those. This one here is like your ranger, so I get 10. Oh, am I getting hit? Really? I should be paused right now because I'm in the inventory menu. Let's go back to here and I can show you. Gives me an additional 10 arrows per bundle and additional range damage. So I like it. The ranger setup, I like the ranged. And you can see they have random enchantments on it that you can choose from. So health synergy, when you activate any artifact, regain a small amount of health. And then surprise gift. Whenever you use the healing potion, you can sometimes create random consumables. That's what I was telling you about, where it like can create food or potions. This one creates specifically food items. This one should create potions. And then on this one, we have chance to deflect. This one is for if you use a lot of arrows, but it's like every 10th projectile creates a small quiver. But that's a lot of hits you got to take in order to get that. So I don't know how I feel about that one. And then swift-footed, rolling makes you move fast for 3 seconds. So just by seeing those, you can already start to see some of the different cool builds that you can come up with and synergies and stuff like that. Really neat the way that they did this whole thing. So I'm pretty sure this is the actual like dungeon to this. So I think this should show up on our map. I think. I have no idea how the whole thing works. But it's a decent sized dungeon. Let's go. We're going to go back this way and check. Those are both dead ends. I want to make sure we did not miss anything over here. Okay, we didn't miss anything on that one. Let's go check the one over here just to make sure. A chest should have showed up there if there was one there, but I just want to double check. Got to be thorough. Got to make sure we don't miss anything. All right, so we're just going to continue to... Oh, we missed this whole path over there too. Let's go back. Let's just go all the way back. I want to check all the way over there. Okay, we got some Illagers over here. Oh, it doesn't look like there's... They have these places like this where you think something would be, but then there's nothing there. I don't know if like later on something different shows up. I have no idea. And I don't think any of this stuff is procedurally generated. I think that they're all pretty much static for whatever level you're on. From what I can tell, I haven't run them too many times. All right, so we need to get up here, get these guys... Kind of hanging on to this TNT till we find something crazy. Like right now is a good spot for TNT. Get back. Yeah. Get you some of that. Get you some explosion-y goodness. Okay, here we got... Those guys are insane. They hurt really bad, and they will definitely kill me. I mean, look at how much damage they take. All right, we're gonna run. I'm gonna leave them a little fire right here. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. I'm willing to waste the arrows. I wonder if we can knock this one off. Nope, we knocked him back, but not away. Or not off. He's still coming at us. Keep getting in the fire. Keep getting in the fire. Yeah, just run in it, run in it. He's almost dead. Okay, we got him. Whew! Yeah, you can see like some of the freaking monsters. They get kind of crazy. You're like, oh, it's Minecraft. It's a child's game. No, this is a hardcore dungeon crawler. It's legit. Well, I don't want to say hardcore because Path of Exile is a hardcore dungeon crawler, but it's definitely legit dungeon crawler. Like, you're gonna get your money's worth out of it, that's for sure. Okay, here we go. We got strength pot now, so we're gonna deal some extra damage. We're not finding a lot of loot in this one for as high as of a difficulty as it was set at. I'm surprised. Like, I went back to that one dungeon last night before I stopped playing. There were just so many chests. Like, all I was getting out of them was mostly swords. I got the diamond sword, but other than that, it was just a bunch of trash loot. But still, I was getting a lot of loot. This one's kind of sad. And I think that's the end of this one. Yep, that's it for that one. Oh, no. Oh, God, this is a dead end here. This is a dead end here. Okay, all right, we're good. Let's speed up. Holy crap, that was a terrible trap. Really? You're just gonna do me like that, game? You're just gonna do me like that? Freaking enchanted zombies? Yeah, get you some enchanted zombies. Those were insane. Oh, I shoved him up. That's not good. Oh, we're almost dead. Pop a heal. Let's see if we can just get him a little fire here. Stop throwing your stupid purple crap on me. And then we got these little guys. Alright, this witch has got to go. She's getting on my nerves. And you're done. Alright, how are we looking here? Alright, we got to go over this way. So that's pretty much it. I mean, it's what you would expect. I just think it's really cool the way that they did the abilities. The total gear-based ability system with the enchantments. So it's kind of RNG based because of the enchantments are random what you get, but I mean you can pick out of the ones that it gives you. So it's kind of cool that the way that they did it. However, the RNG aspect of it, you may not always be running the build that you want to be running, but late game, I feel like once you get a set, because I mean, well, it's kind of like that early game with all these type games. You just run with whatever, but late game, I feel like it might be a different situation once you're able to find what you're looking for. So you can see we have a gap here. We can just get over this by rolling. And then we have a chest here. This gives us a bunch of the emeralds, and I don't know why it keeps doing that little stutter thing. And then what did we get here? We got another just trash armor. I'm not worried about any of these. They have okay enchants, but I'll probably disenchant them all. Oh, looks like we got daggers. I've yet to see daggers. Let's check those out before we wrap this up. So there's a lot of different weapons to choose from, that's for sure. So we have smiting, so the increased damage, like I said, how this one has it, base. It's also an enchantment. This one shows up a lot. And then the rampaging, you can see what that does. Let's see how the daggers do. Let's see what we got here. Super short range, but fast. We'll give them a go here. They're really short. And you can also see, like, it shows you power, speed, area. Power, speed, area. Shows you the difference between them. Let's see if we can find an enemy to smash around a little bit here. Oh, we got a supplies chest. Nice, nice. I'll take all that. Arrows are always welcome. Where did everybody go? Oh, here we go. Here we got some guys. I mean, we're chopping through them pretty fast, but I almost feel like the sickles did the same thing. They're very similar. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't really like the daggers. If I was gonna pick a short-range weapon like this, I would use the sickles. They seem to be a little bit more range to them. So if we, oh no, they're actually slower. But they have more power and more area. But I'm gonna switch back to this because I really like the range of this bad boy. It does decent damage as well, but it's gonna be soon. It'll be time for me to upgrade to something else. Just because I'm getting into higher power levels. But also, like I was telling you earlier, even though this is not our recommended level, you know, we're in a little over our head here, you can see that it is doable. You just have to take your time, pay attention to what you're doing, not get too crazy, and make sure that you're properly geared to come in here to... And I mean that in the extent that, you know, you have some things that work well together, and you can get in here and actually handle it a little bit. If you just have a hodgepodge of things that don't really work well, then it might not be as easy. Like you can see here that I have the dog bone. It just summons a dog, and that would not be very good for this area. This one here, you have to actually kill things for it to work. Now, I saw in a screenshot that there's a set that actually gives you increased soul collection. So if I was to have that armor on, then having this would be worth it. But considering that I don't have that armor for the increased soul collection, it's not really optimal to be running around with that artifact. The ones that I have now work really well together because they allow me to get out of sticky situations. And they also have nice low cooldowns, which is super handy. I'm just going to toss that right there. and knock that dude into the TNT. I love that knockback as well. Super handy. Yeah, let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Do you want to see some more gameplay of it? What specifically are you interested in? If you have it, if you're playing it, if you want to see more, I'll see what I can do. Maybe make some more videos on it. But I definitely wanted to, since they were kind enough to give me the key, this is where the boss battle is. I definitely wanted to show it off. Some of these boss battles can be cheese. Like we can stand right here, and we're pretty good for most of the part of it. I mean, you can see they're confused. These purple guys that he throws out can't hit you here. Ooh, that zombie hits really hard. Luckily, we gain a little bit of HP back. I'm gonna regen before I get into this battle. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here because we're way over our time already. Boss battle is what you would expect. You can see there's little purple guys everywhere. You gotta beat this cauldron down in time, and that's pretty much it. It's a bit of a fight that I'm gonna have a hard time doing if I'm doing commentary as well. So yeah, let me know what else you guys want to see with this, if you want to see more of it, and if you're playing it, what do you think about it? All right, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. If you like what you saw, consider hitting that sub button. I'm gonna give a big thank you to my patrons for making this episode possible. Y'all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to join my Elite Crew Patreon supporters, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.